2026 will be a celebration of America like no other, honoring our nation and all of its glory. To help carry out these exciting plans, we have created a new public-private partnership. It's called Freedom 250. Working with states, companies, and organizations across the country, we will renew the patriotism, pride, and pioneering spirit of America and lay the groundwork for the next 250 years of independence and freedom. This will be a time like you've never had in your lives. America 250.
President Trump kicking off America's months-long 250th birthday bash with a new nonpartisan organization, Freedom 250, running the show. And joining us right now, the person running the show. Exclusive details, the Chief of Protocol and Trump Administration Representative for America 250, Ambassador Monica Crowley. Ambassador, great to see you.
Good morning, guys.
So what's on tap for us this year?
This is such an exciting announcement coming from President Trump about Freedom 250, and the website just launched this morning, freedom250.org, so I encourage everybody to go check it out. You know, President Trump has said publicly that as horrible as 2020 was, that it sort of had to happen that way because now he's back in office and can preside over America's big 250th birthday bash. So by launching Freedom 250, it is a new organization, nonpartisan, that is going to work in conjunction with the America 250 Commission, federal agencies, the White House 250 Task Force, to launch the presidential programming, which is going to include, well, as we saw over the last year, the phenomenal military anniversaries, Army 250, Navy 250, Marine Corps 250. It's going to kick off again on New Year's Eve with a grand illumination of the Washington Monument. And then next year, we're going to have incredible events like the Great State Fair on the National Mall with all 50 states represented. We're going to have the UFC 250 fight on the South Lawn, which is going to be phenomenal.
Will that be?
That's on June 14th, which is Flag Day and also
Trump's
the President's birthday.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible. We're going to have the Patriot Games for high school athletes across the entire nation. We're going to have a national prayer event on the Mall to return this country back to God, because we can't do any of this without him.
So, Monica,
and then, of course, it's going to culminate on July 4th with a spectacular national celebration.
you have to tell us, because we know the president doesn't like to sleep. That's not what he does. But he also loves to produce. So how is it getting a phone call from him about every little detail about celebrating America?
Well, he is probably the most precise, detail-oriented president we have ever had in every respect when it comes to policy, when it comes to planning, certainly this event. This means so much to him personally, as it does to every single American. And I don't know, some of us might remember 1976 and the bicentennial. We may not remember the details of every bit of that, but we remember how we felt. And so what we are planning with Freedom 250 is this massive, monumental celebration that President Trump promised back in his first term, a celebration that really creates that feeling of a renewal of pride and patriotism and the American pioneering spirit.
And he also has an arch. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, here it is. It's the Triumphal Arch, and you can see it here. He says every other country, you know, big country, France has one, so we've got to have one.
NYU has one.
There you go, NYU. Now we'll have one in D.C. You know, Monica, though, when I look at this, I'm so glad it's President Trump overseeing it, and not, let's say, not to scare viewers, but like a President Kamala Harris talking about stolen land during our 250th anniversary. He is the right guy for this time.
Yes, because this is really going to be a celebration of what makes America exceptional. Our freedom, our faith, our fighting spirit, and of course the American people. And nobody believes in those things more and more strongly than President Donald Trump. So to have him steering our way with Freedom 250, again, freedom250.org, going into next year is going to be extraordinary.
And what about the World Cup? You had that up on the previous board, but there's going to be a fan fest too, right, in June, correct? So people go to Washington, D.C. and be part of it. That's going to be a major role. Plus,
so in his first term, President Trump heroically brought the FIFA World Cup to the United States and the 2028 Olympic Games to Los Angeles. And once again, it had to happen this way so he can preside over all of this. World Cup is happening between June 11th through the final here in New York, MetLife Stadium, July 19th. So all of July of next year is going to be absolutely incredible for the United States.
You talked about it had to happen this way. This is the president talking about prayer.
Next spring, we will host a major prayer event on the National Mall to rededicate our country as one nation under God. We're not changing that. There are a lot of people would like to see it. It'll never happen.
Love that. And the Garden of Heroes, which he promised in 2020, will come to fruition, which is exciting.
You know, the president promised in his first term and going into this term, even as a candidate, the most monumental celebration of America for our big 250th birthday. And through Freedom 250 and so many other elements, he is delivering on those promises. So yes, Garden of Heroes and so much more that we have planned.
Well, it's going to be great. Go to freedom250.org for more information. Don't miss a single event. We know Monica won't. She'll be at every single one of them.
She has to be there.
And
She
smiling
wants
the
to be
entire
there.
time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Monica.
Great to see you, Monica.
Guys, you bet.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.